Welcome to Windsurf Development. In this video we're going to work on pagination for the front page of Windsurf. That way people can access multiple pages of windsurfing gear very easily. So the first thing is, let's open up our Eclipse editor and we'll get started. As you can see, we have a bunch of gear being fetched from all over the web on Craigslist, all over the world, all over the US at least, and we just need to make it paginated on the front page. So that's the first thing, and we'll do that once we have Eclipse loaded up. There we go. Okay, so all we have to do is load up. I already have pagination code in my equipment, so views, equipments, view, equipments, paginate. Okay, here it is. So this is the pagination stuff, so it's not too hard. So it's not too hard, like I said. So all we need to do is take this pagination and copy this into our... Let's look at equipment.html real fast also, by the way. Aha, very good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into views.py right here, and we're going to get rid of this 30, 30, and 100, and we're going to add pagination. And of course, we need the close others. We'll need the other paginator. Ah, pagination. We'll need this up here. And now when I go back to equipment.html, we can copy this right here, and we copy this over main, I believe main cover. Yep. Equipment container. Div style. Clear both. This will clear the floats, and this will be our paginator. So now when I reload the page, of course all we have to do is go to here, work on Windsurf, cd Windsurf, cd source, Python manager.py run server. One other thing that I want to do is move all the cron jobs over into management.py commands, but we can do that later. Let's see what happens now. Windsurf.com port 8000. It should load up. Takes a second the first time. There we go. Ah, page object is not editable. Page object is not iterable. So let's go back here, views network. So we have page is request.getPage or one. Paginator is that. Strange. Very strange. I figured it out. So now we got to go back to equipment.html and for object list. So that's where we have to change main cover equipment object list. Now we're talking. So now when we reload the page, we have gear and we have pagination on the bottom. And of course, with the pagination, it'd be nice to just text align center. That way it looks a little bit better. There we go. Page 2, page 3, very good. So let's go ahead and push this to, let's deploy this to our live server. Pagination. So all we have to do on our live server is su Windsurf dir push Windsurf, and we'll restart the server. That's that. So now on windsurf.com we should have pagination. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. So cool. Very, very cool. Okay. I'd like to work on the management.py commands, so let's go to Django 1.3 management.py management commands. Aha. Okay, so what we're going to do is inside of equipment, we're going to create a new file, a new folder called management. Okay, and we're going to have an init.py file, init.py, and we're also going to create a commands folder, new folder, commands, and a new file, init.py, and we're going to create our Craigslist. We're going to create our new file called Craigslist.py. Okay, so we're going to copy this guy right here. Commands. Alright. Okay. If arg0 equals Craigslist crawl, print 1. Let's just test this out. Crawl. Crawl ID. Crawl expired. Crawls Craigslist. Okay, so now when we go to the commands, we can say Python, watch this, manage.py, and you'll see that we have a Craigslist command now. Check that out. So now we can say Python manage.py Craigslist. So this is going to crash, but when we say Craigslist crawl, aha, oops. Awesome. It works. Awesome. This should be try. And we'll say accept. Print. We must pass an argument. Alright. So now what we want to do is we want to take our code from the worker.py. We're going to go to worker.py here and task Craigslist. Check this out. Very easy. Look how easy this is. This is great. All we need to do is say from equipment. Let's import. Let's do the import here, and all we have to do is draw the import there, and say task Craigslist.run. Awesome. Okay, very good. Very good. Let's drop this try accept thing, and instead we'll do this, and oops. We'll try to cover all the cases here. So crawl ID is the next one. Much easier than I thought. Crawl ID. Crawl expired. We're going to drag crawl expired here. And sites. And email. The truth is, email is not really developed yet, but whatever. So now we have management commands. So let's go ahead and commit this. Well, we'll test it out actually. So crawl. Awesome. There it is. There it is. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and commit this management commands. Yes. Management commands are up. Okay, so check this out. So I'm going to close this, and on the server, I'm going to do a push Windsurf, yes. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to go into our cron job management area, and we're going to go in and say here Python home Windsurf, and instead of worker.py we're going to say manage.py, and we're going to say Craigslist crawl. So save. Okay, that's the first one. And the next one is going to be this one right here. We're going to change this. Instead of worker.py, again, we're going to say manage.py. And instead of cron, just Craigslist crawl ID. We're going to hit save. There we go. And now, one other thing that we're missing is the settings. We're going to say, change this to manage.py, and then Craigslist crawl expired. Okay, save. But before I do that, let's specify our settings. Settings equals live. Now we're talking. And now when I go back save, I need to add that to each one. Settings is equal to live. Crawl ID, settings is live, save, and finally right here, crawl, settings is live. Okay, so I'm gonna hit save, and now just to test it out on the server, We're going to paste this whole command in. There we go. There we go. Looks like it's doing something. It's very slow, I noticed on the server. Crawling is very, very slow. We don't know why, but at least it does something. Boy. Come on, Tati. Very strange how slow it is. User matching query does not exist. That's interesting. Now that's very interesting. Oh, you know what? I know what's going on. So I'm glad we did it this way. What we're going to do now is we're going to go in task Craigslist. Actually, live.py. And we're going to say, we're going to drop this Craigslist user ID. We'll save it to 1. There we go. Okay. Now we're talking. Craig's user ID. And we'll deploy this. Push. Yes. Now we'll run that again. Should work now. It's gonna be slow. We still don't know why it's so slow, but at least it does something, and that's the important bit, that it does something. So give it a second, and okay, come on. Come on, here we go. Aha! Looks like it's working now. So there's nothing, no windsurfing gear in Abilene, so we know that. And there's no windsurfing gear there either. I think we're good now. I'm happy we did that. So now, we'll go back to the site and look at other options. In other words, what else do we want to do? So we'll go to windysurf.com. There it is, it's doing something. Alright. So we have equipment, we have photos, and how many? Admin. Looks good. Now, the truth is, I have an idea. If we go to task Craigslist, I have a feeling that it's actually, the reason it's so slow is because we're using like timeouts or something. That's what I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, whatever. Looks good. Looks really good. Really good. Alright. Alright, so we should be happy. The site's pretty much complete, and we'll have a new video soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching.